Going guys, it's Prosperity here. In this video I'll be going over some tips and tricks for the new Trials map this week, which is Widow's Court. It will be a shorter video than Cauldron. I think this time there's not really much to talk about in terms of Widow's Court, but I'll give you the best advice I possibly can to help you guys potentially have a better chance of going flawless. This next sequence of clips is showcasing where snipers like to go at the start of the game in order to get good angles on people to try snipe them. So just have a look through these clips and just keep an eye on the positions that they're in, and make sure you check them when you're actually playing, because a lot of people will try to get sniped in these areas, especially the one on B. It's a very, very sneaky spot and you should definitely keep an eye on it. Just remember though guys, that Widow's Court is a very, very big map, one of the larger maps in the game, so expect a lot of long range gun battles. So I expect most people to be using stuff like 120 hand cannons, pulse rifles, scout rifles, and bows. A lot of people will be using sniper rifles and also linear fusion rifles alongside their primaries. One thing I would like to mention this week is to watch all possible angles that someone may get on you in a game. Especially because this is Widow's Court and it's such a large map, there's so many different angles that people may use against you. So if you watch next to B flag, people like to always push around that area, and always try to watch the broken building near the water to the side. These are very, very good positions that people like to try to get angles from the side, and it can quickly end very badly for your team if you don't see them there. So just keep an eye on it. And one key point guys I really want to point out is do not feel like you need to push the other team. If a team wants to sit back and just wait for the round to play out, then just let them. You do not need to push them every single time. If you push them, you might just be putting yourself in a bad position, and you might just be falling into their trap. So just think about what you're doing before you actually push them. Most of the time you don't have to do it. Just look at the location on the map where you are. Remember that the point goes into the middle of the map, on the corner by the little truck. Just remember that the point is there. So if the point is there and they're sitting in their spawn, you do not need to do anything. Just try to surround their spawn and have a person on cap, and that way that they can't get out of their spawn, and you have a person capturing the point when the time drops to 0. That way you're not overcommitting and you're not giving an easy wins for your opponents. Like, playing aggressive against a really passive team might work every now and then, but it's not always a very good idea. So just think about the options that you have in the game against the people you're playing against before you decide to just rush them. Because sometimes playing slow against a really passive team can actually be the better option and actually help you win the game. And Widow's Court is a prime example of this, because a lot of people like to play passive, they like to play slow. Just don't be fooled by it, and sometimes just play slow yourself and play for the objective. And for my last point to make on this map, I would like to say to just double check what supers you're using, because not all supers are super effective against players on this map. Obviously this map is a lot more open, so close range melee type supers are not as effective as say like a golden gun. A golden gun, for example, is very, very good because it's very open and kills are just easier to get with it. Whereas a melee one, you have to be up close and personal. So do double check all the supers on whichever class you tend to use, and think about what is the right fit for yourself. Okay guys, and I think that's all really, because there's really not many things I can say about Widow's Court. Widow's Court is not a map that really has much strategy other than just to watch your angles. There isn't really many like trick spots that people use, and it's a very different one really to talk about, because it's really like, it hasn't been played very much either. So I do hope that some of these things may help you where to like look and how to play against some players, but there's really not much else I can say. So I do hope it has helped, and if it has, I would appreciate a like on the video. If you could, that would be awesome, and it's all appreciated. And anyways, I'll be back next week to make another Trials video, and I hope it's a much better map to make this time. So yeah, thank you for watching, and take it easy guys.